Hi, this is Joe Rebelo, known to many of you in the internet and martial arts world as Kenpojoe. In today's segment, we're going to be going over elements of David German's T.A.I, Transition, Action, Incorporated. And the specific discipline that we call for T.A.I is TAI KENPO JUJUTSU. And this was based on an instructional video that he did for Pants Productions back in 1982 on the Kenpo Jiu-Jitsu connection. Thai itself is very diversified. There's Thai karate, Thai kung fu, Thai Kenpo, in our case, Thai Kenpo Jiu-Jitsu. It's really a melding of Ed Parker's Kenpo karate, Budo Jiu-Jitsu, the legacy of Al Thomas, White Tiger Kung Fu, the legacy of Wei Fong Du or Du Wei, as well as various Oriental disciplines that Grandmaster German learned over the many years. Now today we're going to take one of the many hand drills which are part of what he referred to as the Phi Jin Su series. Phi Jin Su, Phi, fast, Jin, turning, Su, hands. Now again, people will say, well, don't it mean Shao or Sao or Shou or no, Su. Again, in that particular dialect that he had learned from the Chinese, that's the term he used for hands. Like Tang Soo Do, similar to that, but not Korean. But anyway, let's have some fun with one of the many drills that I learned from Grandmaster German and share it with you and share you some of the variations that you can do with this drill. Now, assisting me today will be, come on up, will be Sifu John Malore, who is with the Raven Kenpo Jiu-Jitsu system. He's also a black belt with me with Kata Zenpo Goshin Jutsu and is learning innumerable disciplines here at Rebello's Kenpo Karate. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to deal with a basic scenario that we deal with in our day-to-day life. What do I do when my opponent gets into a fighting stance? Let's say he's a boxer, and he stands up, and both his hands are up in guards. This tells me a whole bunch of bad stuff. This tells me this guy can take a shot. It tells me he's used to sparring rounds and rounds. Do I wait till he throws a punch? Well, sometimes the answer is no. So he drops into his lead, and what I'm going to do is simply say, pow! Did you catch that? No? Well, watch. Again. So again, his hands are up. Now, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to slap down. And we call this pom-pom backhand. So I take the palm of my left hand and I slap his right hand down. I then take the palm of my right hand and I slap his left hand down, bringing my hand to the inside and then strike with a backhand strike to the left side of my opponent's head or eardrum. So again, not that he has his eardrums hanging out of his ears, we're just saying. So again, pow! 1, 2, 3. In slow motion, dun 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 da 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 bang da 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 da. Okay. Yeah, I had to give you that little $6 Million Man flashback, right? Remember the slow motion movements? Okay, so his hands are here. So people say, why do I reach with my backhand, toward his backhand first? Why don't I just do it with the front hand? Well, the reason rationale behind that, if I reach with this hand and he blocks in, I can still do this. This becomes another element of the rolling, turning hands. If I do this and he blocks, boom, I can roll right into that strike. And see how this hand's checking? If I'm David German, I would never, boom, go outside wrist flex and take him down from there. Heavens to Murgatroyd, no. Oh, yeah, let's do it. All right, so anyway, so again, so if I move in and I check off that front hand first, he could possibly punch me with that backhand. I would never trap it and strike him on this side. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd, no. Yeah, I know, I'm watching a lot of Snagglepuss from the old days of Saturday morning cartoons, right? So hands up. So again, I go in my backhand. If he goes to block, I'm right here. I would never reach over, grab his ear, rip it, chop him in the nose, hook him, and then poke him in the eye. Maybe slap him and hit him with a back fist too, just for the proverbial fun of it all. Sure, we could. But again, this gives us our understanding of how we can flow with our hands. So again, our first movement, 1, 2, 3, basic backhand. Hey, what if he's a southpaw and he switches his stance? Oh, what do I do now? Well, now I take my backhand, I go to the backhand, front hand, and then strike. Oh, would I slap him across the bridge of the nose? Would that be terrible? But I'll be nice and I'll switch, okay? So now we're right to right. Now we're both southpaws, which I am, by the way. I'm a lefty. So again, I shoot with that backhand, 1, 2, 3. And I practice out. 1, 2, oops, I hit with the front hand. 1, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2. You thought I was gonna hit him. Stick finger in his ear. All right, but anyway. So anyway, from here, again, pow. Now, again, I can turn my hand over in an inverted vertical position and grab his ear and turn his head away and then chop him across the bridge of the nose. I then do a 2-finger hook and pull and insert my 2 fingers into his opposite eye. Isn't that special? Now, go back to our left lead. So again, 1, 2, 3, grab, turn. See his nose? Chop. See the hook? Pull. See the poke? Hey, if I want to, could I turn it into just a 2-finger poke, twin dragon searching for the pearls or diving for the pearls, depending on the alignment of your opponent? Sure. And if I poke him there, could I just heel palm him in the bridge of the nose as well, and then go to tiger mouth and rip his throat out? Yes! I could. But, again, that's not the base technique. But it's a good way to expand upon it. Again. 1, 2, 3. Grab, rip. Chop across the bridge of the nose. Hey, here's another one for you. I might go a little bit further below that and hit him in the philtrum, but I'm worried about him biting me. So I take my 2 fingers and I do a crab claw into his eyes. See this little finger here? Could I hook and rip there and slap him across the bridge of the nose with that? I could do that too. All this fun can be yours if the price is right. So here we are. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Grab 4. See his face? 5. I could do this. 6. I could definitely do this, but we're not doing that yet. But these are ways that I can work this off this basic drill and have fun with this. So again, switch. Hey, could I do open hand, closed fist and hit him with a back knuckle? Of course I could. Could I do open hand, leopard paw or half fist and box his ear? Normally we box the ear this way. Could I do it with the back of my open hand as well? Yes, I could. So again, another drill we can play with off this. So again, once again, 1, 2, 3, back fist. 1, 2, 3, leopard paw. 1, 2, 3. I would never, boom, snake hand him. Now, again, we know this is the immortal man. Certain kung fu styles call this the Tian Shou, or sword fingers. Other styles call this one of the snake style kung fu techniques. So now I'm going to alter the weapon and alter the target. Same basic drill. 1, 2, whap! And I'm going to take that hand, I'm going to whip it, I'm going to strike him right in the side of the neck, carotid artery, jugular vein, vagus nerve area. And let me tell you, you may sit there and say, oh, that poison hand does a lot of work. You need to get out more and you need to get hit by this thing and your attitude will change very quickly. So again, I'm here and bang! I did the front hand that time, didn't I? Back hand, front hand, whip. Back hand, front hand, whip. Switch guards. So now, again, hey, I don't want to fight. Boom! Right there. Could I take that and make that into a chop? A knife hand chop? Sure I could. So I go from a flat to a sharp, but my hand's still open. Boom, I chop. Does the basic drill stay the same? Yes, that's the beauty of it. We can utilize various poison hand strikes and still maintain the essence of that given drill. Now, what happens when this guy is lazy? He's got his hands kind of up and he's like, yeah, well, I'm going to punch 5. Boom! I make the defensive movement offensive. But does the drill stay the same? Yes. In slow motion. 1, 2, notice how his hand's underneath. 3, I can bring that hand up to check. Or 1, 2, and I can bring this hand in and I can move it over the top and strike. So underneath and over the top. This is a basic Kenpo principle that is adhered to in many sophisticated yet simplistic Kenpo techniques, depending on the Kenpo discipline that you study. It's a beautiful part of Tai. So again, here, I'm just, he's like, hey, I don't want any trouble. Boom! And believe me, that rocks his world for one brief moment. His brain going, what? And his head is playing this wonderful game of, here's a phrase from the Sports Illustrated in a boxing article. Internal cerebral rotational torque. That means your brain, which is floating in a fluid, when it makes that kind of contact, it rotates. Internal cerebral rotational torque. Now, could that brain sitting in that fluid bash into one of the walls on the inside of the skull and those veins and artery of network that's inside your skull? Oh yeah. And I'll tell you, it's quite a stunning effect. And that's the beauty of it. So we did defensive, we did offense. Well, what happens if my hands are down, he grabs my wrist? What do I do now? Well, I can do right, left, and hit with an open hand. I can do right, left, and hit with a back knuckle. I could do left, right, and hit with an outward back knuckle again. I could do left, right, and hit with an open hand again. Or I could do right, left, and hit with the right hand. I could do right, left, and hit with the back fist. I could do right, left. Did I say that right? Right, left, right. Right, left, right. Right, left, right. Grab, rip, chop, turn him around. Sink it in. Inhale deeply. But we won't do that. But it's nice to know we can, isn't it? You bet. So there you go. And again, for here, just to detail out, I just take my hand, I slap it down. I take my other hand, I turn it over, I slap it down. Could I hit him with a back knuckle? Could I hit him with a rolling back knuckle? Could I hit him with a vertical back knuckle? Or a back two knuckle, depending on your Kenpo system? You bet you could. That's the beauty of the art. Here, could I do right, left, and boom? Hey, you know if you do Shaolin Kenpo, this mirror hand is supposed to be in Shoton Kwak? That's a hint for future seminars I'm doing. But it's here. Could I spread those two fingers and drive one into each eye? I would never stick one at each nostril. I'd pick a winner there. But anyway, here's some ideas you can go with. Here's some fun you can have with a simple drill. And this is just one of the many drills that Grandmaster David German from TAI, Transition Action Incorporated, created and had fun with. And I hope you had fun with it. And I know John had fun with it. Well, all right, maybe he didn't have a lot of fun, but he learned something new. You'll learn something new with the legacy of Grandmaster David German and the legacy of TAI. Until next time, this is Joe Rebelo. Kenpojoe.